They have talent. They have what it takes to be better than the best. They know what it's like to be loved by millions. And they have that something special that makes them $1 million babies. This is their story.
Yesterday he stood up and said, I want to be a cricketer and I want to play for my country.
Oh, yaar ho gaya yaar. Second best is not good enough.
In Calcutta, he's always the quintessential Dada.
Day by day, he's performing for himself and for team.
आज वो देखो अल्लाह ने उसको ये झाड़ू की बरकत से कौन से मुकाम पे पहुंचा दिया.
He will always be a hero.
I believe that Sachin Tendulkar's greatest contribution to Indian cricket, and I've said this many times, is not the number of runs he scored, not the records that he has set, but in being the person that he is.
He's little in stature, but he can take on the fastest bowlers and the biggest, 6'6" menacing fast bowler can be hooked for 6.
He has dominated the game. He straddled it like a huge giant.
If there is any such thing as the great Indian dream, as opposed to the great American dream, then, for me, Sachin Tendulkar embodies it.
In the class, he was very quiet, very disciplined, not making any noise. If you ask any question, his head is always going down.
In anything that he would do, second best is not good enough. He's just made that way.
It's very hard to know the real Sachin Tendulkar. Is he the star loved by millions? Is he the family man who's entirely devoted to his wife and children? Is he the prankster who sometimes got into trouble at school? Is he the batsman par excellence who's unifocused to the game that he loves above all else? The one thing that seems certain is that he's all of these, and then some more.
Sachin Tendulkar was born to greatness. We go back to Shakespeare. Some are born great, some become great, and some have greatness thrust upon them. In Tendulkar's case, he was born great.
The story of this cricketing phenomenon began in Mumbai. India's financial hub, the capital of Maharashtra, is a city of dreams. Millions come here in search of their fortune, hoping that Lady Luck will smile upon them, and they too will be rich and famous, known throughout the country. But there are others who are just born to greatness. Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar was born on the 24th of April 1973. The Tendulkars were congratulated by many neighbors at the birth of their youngest son. A colony of well-known writers, including Sachin's father, Ramesh Tendulkar, Sahitya Sehvas had a close-knit set of people. Everyone knew everyone.
My earliest memories would be, he was a very fat child and long hair. Because I think there was his mother had decided not to cut his hair for a long time. So he had long curly hair, very chubby and extremely sweet.
This chubby young child, along with the other colony children, played in a small green space in the middle of the flats. One of the youngest, Sachin was a part of a trio with Sunil Harshe and Avinash Gowarikar.
I was the oldest. And the tallest maybe, but I wouldn't call myself a leader because we were like equals. But we three were the leaders of the 20 for sure. Who were the rest? So, we were the three gundas.
The trio broke up long back, with one of them having moved out of the country and another living a completely different life. Avinash is the only one who still lives in this suburb of Mumbai, and he remembers the early days very clearly.
We were like extremely close. He was 4th floor, I was 3rd floor. And we literally, as they say, grew up together. And he was very, very naughty, normal child like me, and we both, and our third friend Sunil was in the other building. We all were the same kind of genre, as they say. Naughty, hating studies, hating school. So we all got along well with each other. So it was a very normal Maharashtrian middle class, cultured Maharashtrian middle class upbringing that we had.
The older kids did not entertain this younger lot too much.
When we used to play cricket here, he used to be running in between on the pitch and things like that, trying to interfere, and we would never allow him to even come near our game. And we didn't know that after some years, it would be the reverse story.
But there was still time for Sachin's story to take a different course altogether. For now, he was the young boy with the mad curls who liked eating frog curry.
I was in 12th, so I used to do lots of dissections, frog dissections. And I used to keep frogs at home. So one day he was eating, my mother had cooked some cauliflower with large pieces. So he asked me, what is this? So I said, it's bedkachi bhaji. This frog has been used to cook this, whatever it was. And I forgot about it. And after about 2-3 days, his mother calls my mother and says, what have you been cooking at home? Because Sachin insists that he wants that to be cooked at home. What is it, bedkachi bhaji? And I don't think they cook any such thing at home.
The people living in the small, close-knit colony of Sahitya Sahwas were unaware in the late 70s that they were possibly witnessing history unfold right before their eyes. Excessively fond of tennis at the time, Sachin insisted on wearing a headband, a la John McEnroe.
When we used to play, he was a small kid, probably 4-5 years old, and we used to play cricket and he used to watch with his very long hair, and that time we used to call him Sachu McEnroe.
Avinash Gowarikar too remembers his share of anecdotes.
They were showing Guide on television in the night, and when I was standing under the mango tree and Sunil and Sachin got up, that one over there, it's no more there now, and the whole tree fell down. And then Vaidyaji came down and caned us, and that's when Sachin's mother and Ajit, they took a decision that he has to do something more serious.
Sachin was growing up, and his love for the bat and ball was there for all to see. Ajit Tendulkar got his younger brother enrolled in Ramakant Achrekar's cricket coaching classes at Shivaji Park.
In retrospect, when I look back, what was a kind of a jhatka for us was his sudden alienation from us. Because what happened is, we were kids, and Ajit had the great foresight and sensibility to see the talent in Sachin. And when he said that, okay, enough, you start serious cricket. For us it was what serious, what is serious, what is cricket? And before we knew it, Sachu was gone. As in, when I say gone, I mean gone. A guy who we were with together 20 hours of the 24 hours of the day suddenly was full time into cricket. And at that age, I'm talking for myself, I won't be able to talk for Sunil. But at that age, I was like, in retrospect again, I didn't understand. It was suddenly he was out of my life.
Not only was Sachin out of his Sahitya Sahwas gang's lives, he was also about to let slip a regular childhood.